and welcome to Jump the Queue, a fun and informative podcast that really helps with planning, booking and enjoying your theme park holidays, even if we do say so ourselves. Your hosts are me, Sammie, and
me, Sarah.
And we both work at attractiontickets.com, the UK's #1 Orlando attraction ticket experts, but we're not just theme park specialists, we're real experts. And today's episode is all about the brand new area of Disneyland Paris, World of Frozen. So excited for this. We're recapping everything we know so far, and we're going to share all the magical experiences that we can't wait to explore in a few months' time.
Sammie, I am going to stop you there because I cannot promise that I will not burst into spontaneous song at any point. Right. So for viewers, you might need to just turn your volumes down slightly because, you know, hearing me sing Let It Go.
Let it go.
Not ideal.
Let's do it. Come on, let's have a rendition. That would be great.
Yeah.
And also, before we dive into all that excitement, we have a very special guest joining us today. And she's going to share all these great tips and tricks just before your trip to Disneyland Paris. The one and only TikTok specialist, Kiera, from our Disneyland Paris team. Welcome to Jump the Queue, Kiera.
Hi. That was one hell of an intro. I love that. I might need to add that onto my TikTok. But yeah, thanks for introducing me, guys. I am Kiera. I am on TikTok, if you have seen me on there before. I've worked for Attraction Tickets for just under 3 years now, which is crazy. I don't know how quick that's gone, but it's flown by. But yeah, I'm a Disneyland Paris sales executive, so if you call the Disneyland Paris team, you most likely will speak to me or one of my colleagues. But yeah, we deal with everything Disneyland Paris, hotel and ticket packages, or just Disneyland Paris tickets as well. And yeah, we have been looking forward to World of Frozen. It feels like forever now.
For the first time in forever.
All we continuously sing is, open up the gates. That is all we want. But yeah, we are so excited for the 29th of March to come round. I don't know if I said that.
Kiera, can I confirm as well, because you'll probably know more than me, was this announced in 2018, this expansion? Because it does feel like
it was
forever.
It was pre-pandemic, I know that, and then it was announced that the expansion was going to happen. It was at some sort of D23 that it was announced. Yeah. I want to say it was before any other Frozen lands that we got anywhere else in the world, and then this is like the last one to come about. But yeah, it's been a long time coming, this one, and but it's going to be the biggest one, the biggest World of Frozen in the world, with the massive lake that we've got in the middle there on Adventure Bay. So yeah, we are so excited for opening date.
Oh, amazing. I can't wait to hear all about it. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and I love that we've got a girl on the ground as well giving us all that information. So let's get to our next section. Before we hear all about it, let's have a bit of fun.
Yeah, I got too excited there. I'm telling you all.
No, you carry on. No, we love to hear it. We're all excited. But I think today, let's not do quick drop. I thought it'd be fun to do Never Have I Ever. Disneyland Paris edition. Okay, that'd be great. Yeah, no alcohol involved in this Never Have I Ever.
Keep it PG.
Keep it PG, absolutely. We will be back to quick drop, but I just thought this would be fun. I'm sure we'll have a great time.
Mix it up for DLP, I like it.
Yeah. Quick reminder of the rules. Never have I ever. Okay. Firstly, like we said, keep it PG, girls. But you have to say I have if the thing I say is something you've done, or I've never if it's something you've never done. I'm quite looking forward to this. I think I can imagine some of the answers, but let's go. Are you ready, both of you? Okay, so I think I'm going to know some of the answers to all of these, but let's answer them and let's talk about them as we go along. But firstly, have you ever visited a seasonal event at Disneyland Paris?
I have.
I have.
Which ones?
I was going to say, do you want me to say which ones?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
Well, like you said, you guys are experts, but I like to consider myself Disneyland Paris specific expert. I've been to Disneyland Paris during every month of the year, so I've done every season that they can do. Sometimes they do a little summer thing. It sort of mixes up every year. Last year, or this year, it was the music festival at Disneyland Paris, which was amazing. We've had Lion King events before as well. My favourite time Disneyland Paris, I don't know if this is already in a question, but is Halloween. Halloween at any Disney park is my favourite. I love all the fall colours and everything like that. I love seeing the villains out as well. And then obviously Christmas at Disneyland Paris is extra special because it's extra cold, so it feels like Christmas. And the snow on Main Street is just magical.
Amazing, isn't it? I wore my Christmas ears today.
Yeah.
Thought, let's get in the festive spirit. Nearly Christmas.
Yeah.
Sarah,
why not?
Sarah, what times have you been to Disneyland Paris?
I have, like you, I have been every month.
Yeah.
So, yeah, last year I did one visit every month. That was my target. And that was what I did. So, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love that.
New Year's Eve was a good one. I liked New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
But that was on a specially ticketed one, which they don't do anymore, do they?
Don't do anymore. No.
No. But
It's great that they don't do those anymore, though. It's great that Halloween is included and you don't have to buy that separately anymore.
It is great, but they do get booked up fast because they're not included.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are planning on doing any sort of event at Disneyland Paris, get it booked.
I love that. Top tip from our Kiera
Top
there. I
tip.
love that. There you go. Have either of you ever had anyone be sick on a ride?
No.
That's a bit. Ooh, come on, we need to know that now.
God, she's going to kill me. Yes, I have. Hyperspace Mountain. It was a story. Yeah, she was really poorly. There's a toilet just opposite in the Cafe Hyperia. Just opposite.
Yeah.
Hyperion, sorry. And yeah, we had to do a quick dash over there. And yeah, then we had to get her back to the hotel, but she was not very well. Yeah.
Was she not very well because of the ride, or was she just not well that day?
She was not well from the whole trip. She was just poorly. I think she accidentally drunk tap water. Which, again, another top tip, only bottled water in Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
I think that was the problem, but she was not very well. But we
love
laugh
that.
about it now.
Yeah, I love that. Real trooper, though, didn't sit in her bed, did she? No, she was still going to the park and getting on those rides.
It was actually
Good
great
for her.
because we got to go on it again and didn't have to wait in line. So we were all like, bye, and we left her in the restaurant.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's funny. What about you, Sarah?
No, never been with
No?
anybody that's been sick on anything.
That's good.
No.
That's good. I think I probably know the answer to this, but have you ever skipped the parade to go on rides instead?
I mean, obviously.
See, I haven't.
Yes. You've not?
Haven't you?
I would skip fireworks, but not parade. I love the parade, especially at Disneyland Paris, because you get to see all the characters, and they're so long. I love the parades there, so no, I never skip the parade. I love it.
Even with the amount of times that you go, you never skip the parade.
I always see that. Me and Evie, we just come back from Disneyland Paris. We watched the parade twice. The Christmas one.
Love that.
Yeah, love the parade.
I love that. How many parades a day do they have, Kiera?
They only have one at Disneyland Paris. Normally it's at 11:30, or sometimes, check on the app, it can change to either 2:30 or 4:30, depending on seasonal events and stuff going on. And then the Christmas parade is a shorter parade. It's more like a cavalcade sort of thing. So it comes out, I think, 4 or 5 times a day. Again, different times. Need to check on the app. But yeah, the main parade is a non-negotiable, non-skip for me, that one.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever raced around so much in the morning you've been absolutely shattered by lunchtime?
Yeah, I have. I'm a get up into the parks for extra magic hour, because we have extra magic time in the morning at Disneyland Paris, which is 1 hour only if you're staying at a Disney hotel. So you can go in at 8:30 to 9:30 every morning that you're staying at your Disney hotel. Again, check on the app because sometimes it can change. But I am getting to the park for Extra Magic Hour. I'm straight on about 3 or 4 rides, and then by midday, I'm that person that's going back to their hotel. I'm going back. I'm having a snack. I'm having a little siesta, and then I'm coming back out for the fireworks. But that's me. I'm not an all day park kind of gal.
See, I'm a very different park goer in Disneyland Paris than I am in Florida. Florida, that's me. I'll go back and have a little nap and a chill and a pool swim. Disneyland Paris, no, I'm there all day. Sleeps for the week, Kiera.
Could never be me. That's
I'm
why
there.
I stay.
Park open, park close. Boom.
That's why I stay Disney Hotel every time, because having that ease just to walk back to your hotel, love it. Back, have a little nap, back in the afternoon.
I'm a park all day girl, so I literally will be there in those early magic hours, Kiera, and I'll be there till it closes, and I will crawl out of those parks. Never mind about lunchtime. I'll just keep going and keep going and keep going. But yeah, I'll crawl out at night time. I'll get my money's worth. Okay, next question. How about, I think I know the answer to this. Have you ever missed out on the best rides due to lack of planning?
I have never.
I have never.
We're experts for a reason.
Correct. And that's the bonus of planning, right? I know a lot of people want it to be spontaneous, and it can be to an extent, but I think you've got to do some planning, wouldn't you agree?
100%. I always say to my customers, have a look on the app. Make sure that if there's a few rides that you're like, I 100% want to do that. Make sure they're open, but when you book, because we do have ride closures displayed on the app and on the website. And then B, make sure that you're there and you're ready to go on them like first thing, because you never know when there might be a temporary closure or something like that. You don't want to miss out, so make sure that you get in there, and then you can do re-rides. So on your favourites.
Yeah. And also, not with the rides, but with the characters as well. So for Disneyland Paris, they have the virtual queue for characters. And I think you'll have seen it, Kiera. There's lots of people go there. They don't know about the virtual queue. They can't get in time to see Mickey Mouse or whatever else. And then their child's really upset because they didn't know about it. And they now can't see Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. The best thing to do for characters is either get one of those character dine-ins booked in, because they are crucial at Disneyland Paris. Because of the weather and stuff with the characters, they're normally only out till about 1-2 p.m. every day, and then after then you can't meet any characters, so unless it's like inside a hotel sometimes. So it's really crucial that with the virtual queue is that you're planning to be on there. And when I say it's open at 1 p.m, I'm not saying, oh, it's 1:05, 1:20, I'll go and get a virtual queue. No, you need to be counting down that clock until it hits 1 p.m. and be ready. And that's the best tip that I can give you.
I'm loving all these tips, Kiera. Thank you very much. I'm loving all of these, for sure. How about then, have you ever stayed off-site but then wished you'd been on-site?
I have. So I have been to Disneyland Paris 15 times. And I've stayed off-site once. And the whole time... I was going, why am I not in a Disney hotel? I was only there for one night as well.
Oh, wow.
I stayed off-site for one night, and then I stayed on Disney for 2 nights on the same trip. But that one night I was like, I should have just stayed at the Disney hotel for another night. I didn't feel like I was in the bubble.
That's it, isn't it? What's the benefits of staying on site though, Kiera?
Should I get my list up? Because I'm sorry, girls, I know you're Walt Disney World goers, but the Disneyland Paris on-site benefits are way better than the Orlando ones. So we have extra magic time, which is 1 hour, like I said, beats your 30 minutes. 1 hour every morning of your stay, and you can also use it on the day that you check in. So even if you turn up on your first day at that Disney hotel and you check in at 7 a.m, you can go straight into that park for 8:30, which is amazing. The second one is going to be the restaurant booking window. So if you're staying at a Disney hotel, you can book your restaurants 12 months in advance, which amazing for us planners. We love that. Missed that again at Disney World. And then if you're staying off-site, it's 2 months in advance. So that's 10 months worth of booking restaurants. If you're staying at Disney, you're going to get the best picks, the best times, everything like that. Also goes for character dining as well. So if you want to book character dining, you can add that to your reservation. You can't if you're staying off site. Any add-ons like the photo pass, express luggage, again, we can add them onto your package. So again, you can't do that when you're staying off site. What other ones have we got? If you're staying at Art of Marvel or the Disneyland Hotel, you can book reservations for the superhero station and to meet a princess. Can't do that. Staying off site. What else? My Royal Dream, which is the Disneyland Paris version of Bippity Boppity Boutique, inside the Disneyland Hotel. You can book that 12 months in advance if you're staying at a Disney hotel. Can't, again, if you're staying off-site, until 2 months. So everything for Disney hotel guests open for 12 months in advance. Everything for off-site hotel guests open 2 months. So there's not much left by that 2-month window.
And I think you've already said it, Kiera, haven't you? You're in the bubble.
You're in the
bubble. You're so close. You're so close. It's not like Disney World, is it, where you,
in the hotel. Yeah. Long list.
You can walk to the parks. It's a lovely walk from even the furthest hotel.
Yeah. So many benefits, isn't there? That's a huge list, isn't it? Why would you not want to stay on site if you can afford it?
The main one for me is each Disney hotel has their own shuttle bus, whereas the off-site hotels share the same bus. So imagine how busy that gets. Very.
I've been on that bus. When I stayed off site, so that was definitely me. I wish I'd stayed on site when I did that. And that bus alone, it was so crowded. It was just awful.
That was
I wish I'd stayed. Yeah, I wish I'd stayed on site just for that. But no other reason, just for that. At that point.
Another one, Kiera, as well. Free parking.
Free parking. Oh, and that one as well. Yeah, you got free parking at Disney and at the hotels, which you don't get when you're staying off-site. And then you also get your hotel tax, which is Paris City tax, included in your Disney hotel and ticket package. Whereas if you're staying off-site, I think it's about €8 per adult per night. So if you're staying for a few nights, that can really rack up. And if there's a few adults staying, because when I travel, there's 6 adults, so that's a big bill that you're not expecting and you don't have to pay when you're staying in Disney. Yeah,
that's huge, isn't it? That's huge.
And that can change at any time because it's Paris City law, so they could up that to €20 a night if they wanted to, Don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Shall we talk Frozen? Here we go. For the first time. Come on. I'm not singing because everyone will switch off.
Yeah.
Kiera, who's your favourite Frozen character?
Oh God, I didn't come prepared for this. I think it's got to be Olaf. I also love Kristoff as well. I think he's a great male lead character. I love him. Sven obviously is amazing. But yeah, I think it's got to be Olaf, hasn't it? Let's be real.
Yeah.
I would go minor character.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo!
Yes. Oaken. We love Oaken. Yeah.
Oaken.
Yeah.
I am very excited by the prospect of a meet and greet with Oaken.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. I also love the cute little snow geese. If you don't know what a snow geese is, they're from the short with Elsa's bogies. But they're snow geese. So they are so cute and amazing. I love them.
Yeah, I love that. Are you a big fan of the films?
Huge, yeah. I think the second one's actually my favourite out of the two.
Yes.
Because the music in that was phenomenal and like the detail and the artwork, it's just amazing.
What about a special memory? I've got one for me. I love it when Olaf says, Samantha. I don't know a Samantha. That's me. I'm always like,
well, that's you, isn't
it? Yeah. I did show him when we went to Disney. I did show him my little tag, didn't I, Sarah? To have my name on. So I showed him and he was very excited. There you go. He's met one now. What about you, ladies?
My favourite, first Frozen came out when I was 14. Gonna make you guys feel old there, sorry. Yeah. So it came out when I was 14 and obviously I was a bit old for Frozen then, so it was like it wasn't cool to like Frozen, but I loved it. And everyone secretly loved that song Do you want to build a snowman? I remember everyone singing that in school and annoying everyone. But my best friend has 2 younger sisters who were, I think, 4 and 5 at the time. So they adored it. So watching Frozen like through their eyes was magical. They're like 16 and 18 now, and I'm like, oh, they need to come to Frozen with me.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't believe you're 14, and here you are. Here you are now, living the dream. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Kiera, tell us everything you know. Tell us everything that was announced. Just tell us everything. We need to know it all.
Okay, so we know that World of Frozen is going to be opening on the 29th of March, which was earlier than I thought. My guess was on May the 1st, so, you know, earlier than we thought. Nice and in time for the UK half-term, Easter holidays, so that's amazing. We know that it's going to be doubling the size of the Studios Park, and talking of the Studios Park, it's not going to be known as that anymore. It's going to be known as Disney's Adventure World, which is crazy. I love the name. And yeah, it's going to be doubling the size of the park with the massive lake that they've got in the middle there, which is on Adventure Bay. So that for me just is really putting the Studios Park, I'm going to call it Adventure World, on the map. It's going to become the same size, well, a similar size to the main park. It's really going to be making Disneyland Paris, like, not, because a lot of people think Disneyland Paris is just a weekend in Disney. No, it's a whole event. It's amazing, and this is going to be really proving that now.
It did need that though, didn't it? The studios did
Yeah.
need that expansion, because it was
100%.
a 3/4 day park
Exactly.
at best.
Whereas I don't want to hear that anymore when Frozen's open,
No.
because it's going to be a whole day park. Which the thing is, a lot of people said to me, how many days do you need in Disneyland Paris? That's now going to go from 3 or 4 days to like 5, 6, maybe even a week, because there's going to be so much to do there, and it's going to be making Disneyland Paris as a whole a lot bigger. So we know that when you come into Adventure Way, there's going to be a nice long pathway which leads you to the big lake in the middle. On the lake is where we're going to have all of our new lands. So we're going to have Adventure Way, which is going to have a couple of new character interactions. We've got some Mary Poppins come in, which is going to really bring in that UK element to our European park. We've also got another ride there. We haven't got the name of it yet, I don't think. It's based on Up, and it's going to be like a swing ride, you know, like one of those fairground spinny round. Yeah, I'm not very good at describing it.
Spinny chairs.
Spinny swing, yeah, it's going to be one of them. Yeah. And I think it's really going to look sort of like a fun fair sort of thing coming into that. And then as we come around the corner is when we're going to have our new restaurant, which is called Regal View. Very similar style to the restaurant that we got in California. I think it's Tiana's restaurant, I want to say. It's very similar style to that. But it's going to be a new princess dining location, which you can book now. So if you have got a Disneyland Paris reservation with us, you can add that on. We've got breakfast, lunch and dinner in there with the princesses. I'm
very excited to see Merida in there as well.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
You go, my girl!
Yeah, we was told that 3 of the princesses in there are actually going to have exclusive outfits just for that restaurant, yeah. And the princesses that we're going to see in there aren't going to be your typical Belle, Cinderella, Aurora. They're going to be princesses based on adventure. Obviously, you're in Adventure World. So it's going to be Merida, Belle is in there, Jasmine, Mulan. Going to make appearances in there, which I love, because we don't get much Mulan at Disneyland Paris. And there was one other princess that I'm forgetting, but yeah, princess is based on adventure. And then as you come round from that restaurant and going around the lake is when you're going to have World of Frozen. Amazing. Like I said, it's going to be the biggest World of Frozen that we've got in the world. So obviously you've currently got one at Hong Kong and in Tokyo. They're going to be bigger than that, doubling the size of them. So we've got the ride in there, which we know already, as in Epcot in Florida, which is Frozen Ever After. So really excited to see that. I think we just found out as well that the one in Epcot is getting a little update. So I'm interested to know whether the Disneyland Paris one is getting the update, or getting the update first. So yeah, that's there. We've also got in there a place where you can meet Anna and Elsa, which is amazing, and a lot of people coming to Disneyland Paris have been asking to meet Anna and Elsa for a long time. So I'm so excited that they're going to have their own meet and greet station. No doubt that will probably be on virtual queue. I don't know that, but I'm just assuming, giving you, again, them forward planning tips. There's also going to be a quick service restaurant there as well, which is amazing. So it's going to be a whole area. There's also, going back to the lake, there's going to be Frozen themed boat shows on there as well. So we're going to see Olaf, Kristoff, Sven doing these 15-minute boat shows, which is amazing, something we've never had at Disneyland Paris. So really excited for that. And yeah, that's going to be World of Frozen. And then going round from that lake, coming in 2027, we've got Lion King, World of Lion. I think they've announced the name yet. Lion King Land, or whatever it's going to be called, where we're going to have the Lion King ride, which is similar to Splash Mountain sort of thing on Pride Rock. That's all we know about that land coming, but we know it's coming in 2027. So another thing to look forward to at Disneyland Paris.
I'm so pleased they're getting like a Lion King, because Lion King is massive in Disneyland Paris, isn't it?
It is.
So I'm so pleased that they're getting something that no other park in the world has got. I wish every park worldwide had got their own little IP that was relevant just for them. So I love Lion King for Disneyland Paris. It just, mwah.
And I love as well that they're not just doing like a brand new film, because they could have done something like really new or really current that maybe not a lot of generations know, but everyone loves Lion King, you know? And because they keep still making Lion King like series, animation, stuff like that, so everyone loves Lion King. So I'm excited for that to come in 2027. They're also opening up a walkway from Adventure Way into Pixar, Land of Pixar, so there's going to be another walkway between there. So the park as a whole is just going to flow better, because everyone's going to be able to walk around. There's going to be no walls up. There's been walls there for a while. And then on that lake there's going to be an amazing nighttime show, which is, again, something at Disneyland Paris. The Studios Park has only ever really had a couple of seasonal nighttime shows. It's never had anything permanent there. So to have 2 nighttime shows, again, it's going to make your stay need to be longer at Disneyland Paris, because you're going to need at least 2 nights to do both shows in both parks, both nighttime shows. And there's going to be drones. Apparently they're going to be flown closer to humans than they ever have in Disney parks.
And aquatic drones as well, aren't they? So these are world first aquatic drones,
water drones.
Amazing.
We don't know what's going to come there. I think it's going to be a mix of like Fantasmic, because they've got water sprayers, and also World of Colour, because they've got loads of fountains in the bottom. So I think that's the thing I'm most excited for, is the nighttime show, because that is just going to put Disneyland Paris on the map. That's what all I keep saying. But
and while we're talking about World First, can we just very quickly, well, not very quickly, mention that animatronic Olaf? Oh my god!
Oh yeah. So when
he is amazing.
When I mentioned the boat show, I just said Olaf's going to be there, because he's just he's real. Olaf is real. He looks amazing. And again, I'm so excited that Disneyland Paris kind of got that first, because that's something that we can say, like, people from everywhere are going to come and see Olaf, the animatronic.
I was doing a bit of research into him. He's made by AI, so AI have generated Olaf, and he does reinforced learning. So the way they programmed him to walk on the terrain and be so realistic and things, he self-learns. So if he falls over to left, he corrects by going right. And this is AI that's done this, and it's just,
it's amazing.
So amazing.
I don't know
so amazing what they can do now.
I don't know whether we're going to have the opportunity to like meet animatronic Olaf, but that would just be
hope so.
Amazing.
Because his nose comes off, doesn't he? And his arm comes off, and it's just like, I hope he's going to be like, you know, the little Star Wars robot that they have tootling around.
Well, funny you say that, because I feel like that was sort of like a introduction to like how much do people like these little animatronics, and we loved the Star Wars.
I love them.
Have
you played Red Light Green Light with the little droids?
No, I haven't actually seen them. I haven't seen them.
So
every
you know
time I've been, they've not been there.
You know they open the Hyperspace Lounge, the
Yes.
bar above Star Tours. They
Yeah.
have him quite often pootling around there, and you can play red light, green light with him. It's amazing.
Oh, I love
Amazing.
that. Yeah, because
Amazing.
Regal View, the restaurant, I mentioned that. That's actually, we keep forgetting, it's actually a restaurant and lounge. So I wonder if we'll see a similar thing and see Olaf in there, maybe. But yeah,
That'd be
29th of
perfect.
March, can't come soon enough. We're just so excited to
can't
have
wait.
the whole section of the park, not just Frozen, but Adventure World, and it be something so new for Disneyland Paris. It's just amazing.
Kiera, can I ask as well, with your insider knowledge, shh, do you think they're going to do a staged entry like they did for Marvel Avengers Campus? So it will be, you get a time to go in, or...
I think they will. I don't know whether that will be the whole of Adventure Way. I think they might open that up, but World of Frozen might be sectioned off. I don't know anything. I'm just going off of what I did as well. When I went to Tokyo, there was a whole staged entry for that, for a new land. So it seems like a new thing they're coming in, because I think if everyone was in there, it would be unenjoyable because it would just be so busy.
It'd be massive. Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
so busy. You'd be so
Yeah.
cramped, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
I just can't wait. I can't wait for the theming, ladies. I think nobody does it like Disney, and I'm going to feel like I'm there in the film. I'm just going to step into that magical kingdom of Arendelle. I think it'll just be so amazing. I can't wait to feel like I'm there, opening up those gates.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
And we haven't even spoken about all the merch.
Yes.
Oh
Let's talk
my
merch.
goodness.
We love merch. Let's talk merch.
See, I feel like I didn't mention merch on purpose because I know how much money I'm gonna spend. I know how much money I spent when I went to Hong Kong and Japan. And it's going to be a repeat. I'm just going to have to buy everything.
those little troll interactive babies that will interact with other trolls in the land and everything. It's
Do
just
you know
like,
what that reminds me of? Galaxy's Edge. It gives Galaxy's Edge
Yes.
that you'll be able to interact
Yeah.
with the land, doesn't it?
with the droids and things, because the droids talk to each other as well, don't
yeah,
they? So
it's kind of like that, but again, in Disneyland Paris.
What about dining? Have they announced any kind of dining?
So obviously we've got Regal View, which is, like I said, breakfast, lunch and dinner, which is going to be with the princesses all three of those times, which we haven't seen before. And then obviously we have got the new quick service inside of World of Frozen itself. We have also got as well, Disneyland Paris have just done up Studio One, which is the entrance to Disneyland Paris, and there's a brand new quick service in there as well. So we've got all the quick service, all the food, all the new menus. Yeah.
it looks amazing in there, that new entrance. I didn't think they'd done an awful lot to it, and then I walked in and I was like,
I thought the
oh,
same thing, yeah.
well,
But
that's nice.
we haven't got any menus for Regal View yet, so we are waiting for those and the quick service. So yeah, because a lot of my customers are going, Kiera, what's actually? I'm booking this Regal View. What am I actually eating? I'm like, I don't know yet, but you're gonna love it.
Yep. Gonna love it.
Just, do you think it'll be like a Curtius in Epcot? So like more Norwegian type fare?
I'm not sure, because technically Regal View isn't in the World of Frozen section.
Frozen, yeah.
It's on Adventure Way, so that I don't think they sort of have to maybe stick to that theming. I think that
Yeah.
the quick service inside of World of Frozen, we could see more Norwegian type food there. But Regal View, I'm not sure. We get a lot of people say that Auberge, which is the other Princess Dining location that we have behind the castle, is very posh. So I'm hoping that they steer towards, family friendly, American, French-esque, food.
Kiera, do we have prices for Regal Eagle? Why don't I call it Regal Eagle? Regal View.
Honestly, that's what Mandy on the Disneyland Paris team calls it, Regal Eagle as well.
Regal Eagle. And that's the one in Epcot, and it's the American one in
She
Epcot, so
accidentally
no,
called
completely
it.
incorrect.
She accidentally called it Legal View the other day as well.
But yeah,
No,
price-wise, what are we looking at? Are we looking at auberge prices?
yes. So I was actually,
Okay.
when the price came out, I thought this is gonna, like, brand new dining location. Come on, it's gonna be above and beyond like prices that we've seen before. But no, it's sat at auberge price, which I thought it was going to be more than that, because Royal Banquet inside the Disneyland Hotel is more than auberge, and also Table de Lumiere as well is our top location. That's €120 per adult, just to put it into perspective. So having auberge prices, which is about €75 per adult, Again, it can change at any time. I didn't think it was bad for a brand new dining location.
You're paying for the benefit of not queuing to see the princesses, aren't you? And if anybody has ever queued at that Princess Pavilion for the 2 hours and whatever it takes you to queue in it, then quite frankly, bring on the character dining.
Well, now you can't even get in the queue because it's virtual queue. So if you don't get that virtual queue, you're not meeting a princess. So it's kind of taking away that fear of not getting a virtual queue. You know, because you've got your princesses secured, you've got them locked in, and I just love it because it's so much more of a relaxed environment to meet characters and princesses as well. Just have them come round at your table, and that way I can just say to my other half, "There's no princesses in there. Oh, they've just turned up. Oh, they've just turned up. Oh,
there you go." Can you just sum up just a few top tips for anyone that's going to be visiting once this world of Frozen is open?
Once it's open, or are we talking pre-planning, like before?
Oh, let's pre-plan for opening. Of course, we're going to pre-plan. Yes, but what's your top tips?
Because my top tip would be book now, or book as early as possible. Because as soon as we have that open and people going in there, the prices, I'm just assuming, are going to skyrocket because everyone's going to love it. Like, they are just going to love it. So book now. Get it locked in. That's what I've just done. I've just booked my stay for July. Get those dining reservations booked in. Have everything prepared and then ready to go. And then top tips once you're there. We've spoken about virtual queue, so make sure that you're on the app ready for them to go if you are wanting to meet characters. Parades. Yep. I'm a parade girl. You know, make sure that you're there about 30 to 45 minutes before the parade starts, because you might think, oh, the parade's at... Sorry, go on.
No, I'm sorry, I was just going to say with parades and characters and things like that, you know, they're going to have, like, I don't know if it's going to be spontaneous character appearances from, like, Mary Poppins and Miguel and Flynn and Rapunzel. Are they going to be timed, or are they just going to go, surprise, like at Disneyland California, they just appear, don't they?
I feel like Sarah's one of my customers right now. I'm like, Sarah, I don't know
yet.
Sorry. I don't know.
I'm asking on behalf of the entire customer base.
I don't
asking
know
for
yet.
a friend. Yeah.
So yeah, I assume that they're going to be proper character meets, because what we can see from concept art and stuff is that there's locations to meet those characters. So I would assume they're going to be certain times on the app. So yeah,
on the app,
virtual queue most likely. But yeah, when it comes to opening and everything like that, we don't know about that yet. But that's why we need to forward think and get it booked in, get everything locked in, so that you're ready to go for when you're there.
Brilliant. And we've still got spaces, right?
We've still got spaces, yeah. Regal View, it's pretty much all I've done since launch has been, since the opening date has been announced. Everyone's just calling me up. I want to add Regal View. I want to add Regal View. I'm like, sure. So
and they can do that though, can't they? So we've got customers. They've got existing bookings. They can just call you up and say, Kiera,
exactly that.
Please book Regal View for me.
Exactly. Yeah, but they're getting booked up. So if you are thinking about doing it, like I always say this to everyone. Now this is like a really top tip that I'm not sure if I should be saying, but
shh, whisper it.
We can amend your booking up to 8 days before. So even if you add it on and then you don't want to do it, we can take it off. But at least you've locked it in, sort of thing, you know? So always call us, get it booked in, because, you want to think ahead. Because I have customers call me a week before, 2 weeks before, I want to add this on, I really want to do this. It's booked up at that point. You know, I can't do anything, and that's the worst.
Really
I hate saying that. So, but
really good tips. Though.
My top
They're
tips.
Really good tips.
Oh, I was saying about the parade. Yeah, make sure that you turn up to the parade about 30-45 minutes before, because people will start lining up to stand there, because it is only on once a day. Fireworks, make sure you see them on your first night, because you never know. Weather-wise, with Disneyland Paris, it's not as good as Orlando. It rains, it snows, it hails, and the drones might not always happen, so make sure that you see it on your first night, and then you've done it then. So if you want to see it again, you can see it again. Other tips, I'm trying to think. Extra magic hour, use it. It's so important because you can get so much done in that first hour. Characters, they're in your hotel. Ask your receptionist when they're going to turn up there, if you're staying at a Disney hotel, that is. I feel like that's it. There's probably loads more.
I know you've given us loads.
Yeah.
You've given us absolutely loads.
Yeah.
Everyone will be loving this. And that's the thing. Our Disneyland Paris team are amazing, as are all our sales team. But these guys know it all. Definitely give them a call and they'll tell you all of these tips as well.
And
thank you very much, Kiera.
Attractiontickets.com, direct preferred partner directly with Disneyland Paris.
Yes.
Is that right, Kiera?
We are their preferred partner. So yeah, Disneyland Paris want you to book with us. Essentially, we are the best.
There you go. We are the best. Absolutely. We've also got another special guest this episode. I'm pleased to introduce you to Emilie, who is our Chief Growth Officer here at attractiontickets.com, and she was lucky enough to be invited to Disneyland Paris to see the opening announcement event for World of Frozen. How excited! Welcome, Emilie, to our podcast.
Thank you very much. Really pleased to be here.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Obviously, still getting over going back to Disneyland Paris, but also being there for the big announcement. So, yeah, still dreaming about it.
Amazing. How was it?
It was exceptional. I think there was definitely a lot of suspense because we just didn't know what was going to happen, what we were going to find out, so how much details were going to be shared with us. So it was definitely really exciting. I haven't been back in Disneyland Paris for 25 years, so obviously a lot of things have changed. We were able to walk through the land, get some details, get a tour with the Imagineers team as well, some of the guys that actually created the land, and ask a lot of questions. So a really exciting
How
trip,
incredible though that you got to go with the Imagineers. That was been amazing.
You can definitely feel the passion, and they essentially walk you through like all the sessions and how they're thinking about it, how they're really thinking about all the details and the experience that they're creating for all the kids, or the older kids like all of us. We are still big Disney fans, so it's definitely really interesting, and it's such a huge undertaking. And the results are just absolutely incredible. And I think that when we get to the 29th of March and we can finally see everything opening, we're all going to be very, very excited.
I love to walk with the Imagineers because they can point out all the little details, can't they? That you as a customer wouldn't even, as a guest, wouldn't even notice. I tell everybody, look up, look down, because there are details everywhere that they've put so much thought into, and we just trample over the pavements, running to the attractions, and there's so many details there that they think about everything.
Yes, definitely. And I think, this is one of the things, like, I guess that's why people go over and over again as well, because I think you're always going to miss some of the details, and every time it's a new experience. And I can totally see with this expansion of the park, obviously there is so much to see in the Disney park, but this park, which obviously they're going to turn into Disney Adventure Bay, is going to become a brand new experience. It's essentially two parks now in Disneyland Paris, and essentially 2, 3, maybe more days spending in the park in order to really experience everything that is to be done.
Amazing.
So how immersive is the world, Emilie? Did you feel like you'd walked onto the set, like the film set for Frozen?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a very big fan of Frozen. I've watched it several times. I've also got a 4-year-old who I've shown him the film, and now he's addicted as well. So we're both very, very big fans. So I don't think I'm gonna have to do a lot of convincing in terms of going back to see it. I think they've put a lot of effort in terms of the experience, how immersive it is. So you really walking into Arendelle. As you sort of walk through the park, so you essentially going through Adventure Way, and you can see from walking onto that main avenue, you can already see a little bit of Arendelle from afar, and the closer you get, the more you can see the village, the clock tower. So when you start at the beginning of Adventure Way, you will see the clock tower, and as you get closer and closer, you can start to see the mountain. The Elsa's ice castle is really exactly like in the film. It's pretty incredible. There is a huge lake in the middle where it's about 7.5 acres, if I remember correctly, and it's huge. So you can really walk around it to get to the village. The village is not in the winter setting, so they've done a setting which is around a spring festival. But I think, when you think about Paris and the types of weather that you can have, you may be lucky to have snow sometimes in the winter, or you get a very nice summer with that spring feel. Everything is very much around the sort of Nordics decor. And it's just really immersive. Some of the things that we've talked about with the Imagineers teams is the fact that you will have characters that will be walking around. A lot of encounters. You've got obviously one attraction, which is called Frozen Ever After. And it's essentially a boat ride, very immersive. They used a lot of new technology, AI, etc. I'm sure that a lot of you may have seen some of it in the news. And I think that in combination with all the music that you're going to have everywhere in the park, but in the attraction, that actually has been rewritten and re-recorded by the people that actually contributed to the Frozen film. It is making a huge difference. I think you walk into that world, you've got the music, you've got the decor that is really immersive, you've got the characters as well, and there is a lot of photo ops. For the ones who love to post a bit of content on Instagram, they've done a very good
Kiera.
job for that. I'm looking at you, Kiera, for sure. I mean, one great attraction, I was really excited to hear about the Royal Encounter as well. So you get the opportunity to walk through parts of the castle. Some of it is really going to be focused around, if you remember in Frozen, the first one, when Anna is singing along and going through these long corridors with all the painting, etc. It's going to be a little bit...
Hang in there, Joan.
A little bit like that kind of feel, and then obviously meeting the two queens. So very exciting. So I think the Royal Encounter is great. There's going to be lots of opportunities for that. I'm sure it's going to be very, very popular. The attraction, there is high capacity as well, so I think that's going to be great, especially because I can imagine as soon as it opens, everyone is going to rush there, but they've really been thinking about it. 2 shops for people like me who love merch. So the first shop is going to be the sort of usual merch. The ears, Olaf's, you've got it here, and many more things that you can find. And the second shop is called Fjord View, and it is where you're going to be able to find interactive trolls. And one thing that I found quite exciting, they were telling us about, is that there's going to be an element of gamification in the park. So more to come on that, but that should be related to the trolls as well. And so essentially, wherever you go in the land, etc., there's going to be some great gamification opportunity, and the encounter with the princesses as well. And then 2 dining options. One quick service that looks really, really fab, a little bit of a Nordic tavern feel. And then the one that we managed to visit as well, Regal View, absolutely amazing. Premium dining. So as you walk in, there are 2 areas. You've got the lounge area, and then you've got about 250 seats for dining experience. And when you walk towards the tail end of it, you've got huge windows that gives you the view across the entire land of Arendelle. Absolutely beautiful.
So do you think with that view over does it view over the lake, the windows?
It views over the castle.
Over the castle. So I'd read a long time ago, and it may be completely wrong, but you've been, so you will know, that you would be able to watch the nighttime show from the restaurant. Is that the case, or no?
Yes, it should be. It should be the case. Yes, there are some areas within the restaurant where you should be able to do that as well. Yes, and the nighttime
So that would
show,
be the perfect time to sit down and watch the nighttime show then, whilst eating and have a lovely view.
I think that's why they've gone for the lounge route as well. I think that's why they've added a lounge in. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I think that Regal View is going to be a very interesting one because there's
Very
definitely,
popular.
I mean, very popular. I mean, during the day, the view that you get is going to be absolutely fantastic. I've heard that there are lots of new cocktails that are coming along. The team have been working on it. I didn't have the chance to experience any of them, but they did say that it would be a big highlight. Again, the decor there is amazing. So there will be some princess encounter as well, opportunities there, and then the paintings, it's just absolutely amazing. But it's really around the princesses, the Disney princesses, really, really beautifully made. And I think one of the things that I didn't mention is the night show. So obviously there is an amazing night show in the main park already, but then at the same time as that show, there will be a nighttime show as well in Arendelle around that lake. So with drones. It's going to be absolutely amazing. When we went for the announcement, there was a drone show as well, and it was absolutely beautiful. Like the view from the castle, the mountain, and then the drones. It was absolutely fantastic. So I think this is why I think Disneyland Paris is really now becoming that 2+ days, because if you want to watch both shows, you're just going to have to do it on each night. It's going to be such a tough choice between one and the other, because I managed to see the one in Disneyland as well, and it was I had goosebumps. It was just absolutely fantastic, and I can only imagine that the one in the new land with the new technology that they have, the drones, is going to be absolutely fantastic. And I think the thing which is great is like you've got that sort of 360 view. So they've you in terms of where you can position yourself to watch the show, it would be all around the lake, and they've also made some stairs everywhere, so you can actually position yourself. There will be so many places where you can position yourself to actually watch the show and see everything. And I thought that was a massive advantage as well. Because sometimes people just come very early because they want to secure a spot, etc. They've just really been thinking about all the details.
And do you think, Emilie? Sorry, Sarah. Do you think, Emilie? Do you think they'll open everything on the first day, or do you think they'll have staged openings? What do you think they'll do, or do you know?
So they've mentioned. They've mentioned that they will be doing some opening to sort of doing the trialing and a bit of a soft launch. I don't know if that will be open to the public or whether it will be more for staff, partners, etc. So I don't know the details of that. But I think with most theme parks, that's sort of the way they go about it, and try to sort of manage the crowds and make sure that everything is working well. Everything will be open in terms of the attractions, etc. As you sort of walk on Adventure Bay, you will have the World of Pixar on your right, and then there is also another attraction that is inspired from Up. So it's the Up Flying Carousel. So the Up Flying Carousel will not be open at the same time as the World of Frozen. They're still working on it, but we saw some sketches of it, and it looks absolutely fabulous. The World of Pixar, we had sneak peek, really cool, and there is also in the park you will also find the Rapunzel Tango Spin as well. So another one. I think they did a lot of emphasis as well on the music. So I've mentioned it earlier. They've re-recorded a lot of the music, so throughout the park you will just hear all the most beloved musics that you found from Frozen 1 and 2 as well. So I think that the combination of how they've created the world, the encounter with all the characters, and the music is going to be fantastic.
I feel that sing song coming.
So Emilie, Yeah. Emily, you've answered the question for me, but I'm going to ask it anyway. For those people who are not invested in Frozen as a franchise, are they going to love this new expansion? Is there going to be enough for them within the land to say, this is amazing?
I think even if you don't like Frozen, I think they've really been thinking about, the various audience. And actually, you've got obviously the world of Frozen, but as you sort of walk into that sort of big avenue, you've got lots of different interactions. So you've got some areas where you can do some meet and greet with some characters. And it's got a little bit of a feel of, a little bit like 1920s Paris, and a little bit mix of a bit of Leicester Square as well in terms of the architecture, etc. You've got some benches with Winnie the Pooh, with one of the Dalmatians as well. So again, lots of photo ops. I think, growing up with Disney, even if I didn't like Frozen, I would absolutely love it. And I think, they're just, it's just even sort of walking around is just so beautiful. Mm-hmm. Even if you're not a big fan of Frozen, I think it's definitely a lovely experience. For sure. I think it's such a vast area as well. It doesn't feel really crowded at all. They've really been thinking about it. And because you've got this lake in the middle, you can really sort of go around. There is a lovely bridge where you can really take picture. And when you look at the mountain, how they've built that, it's just so incredible. It looks so realistic. Yeah. I just couldn't believe it. So if anything, if you're not a fan of Frozen, I mean, you can have so much appreciation for how immersive and the beauty of everything that's been done there.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I know Kiera will be the same. Kiera, you and I have probably been there with all the walls up, peering underneath the fences, peering through fences, trying to get glimpses, going on the Toy Story drop ride to try and get the views.
A lot of people do that,
parachutes,
yeah, so it's really exciting to actually see the progress. I know you've seen the progress, Emily. Kiera's seen it as well. It's going to be worth the wait.
I think the thing is, yes, we've got World of Frozen coming, but it's not just that. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, we've got Lion King coming in 2027. Obviously, we had Avengers Campus as well, so that's there in the studios, soon to be Adventure World. So, although it is World of Frozen that's new at the minute, we're also going to get all more new things. Obviously, we've got World of Pixar as well with Remy's Ratatouille ride and everything like that. So I think there's something for everyone in that park now, especially, all
and that's why we just have to keep going back, because we don't need excuses, but we still do. Emily, can I put you on the spot? What was your favourite bit?
I think it was the interactive trolls, by the sounds of it.
I mean, that sounds really great. I don't know. I mean, it's just really hard. I mean, I did not eat or have a cocktail at Regal View, but I think if anything, when I go back, I want to go to Regal View. I want to have a lovely meal with my family, enjoy a lovely cocktail, and watch the nighttime show. I definitely saw myself and saw the spot where I would like to see it. So
she's not telling us the spot. She's kept that at the rest.
I'm a big foodie, and I think the nighttime show is incredible. Yes, it's hard to choose. It's just so hard to choose because I'm sure when I go and it's fully open, if you ask me the question again, it might change, and then I'm going to have to make an excuse to go back again.
That's what I said I'm most excited for too, was the nighttime show. I think that's exactly what I said,
I think they're amazing. And take it you have got plans to go back then, Emily, taking the family out there?
Absolutely. So I'm a big fan of Disney. My husband loves theme parks, and I've got 18 months old and a 4-year-old. My 4-year-old being as much of a fan of Frozen as I am. So I think next year, maybe I'm going to wait for my daughter to be a tiny bit older. But I think probably October. I think that's probably a target for me. Probably like 3 days. On site. I mean, when I went there, I stayed at the New York Marvel Hotel, so we just really had to walk to the park. It was a great experience, early access. It was exceptional. So I think now, 25 years later, and going through that experience, I've sort of like got all the tips, so I know what good looks like going forward, and we're definitely going back next year for sure.
And we're so proud, aren't we, all of us as well, that we were their official launch partner for this as well.
It's just amazing.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, this is definitely a testament to, you know, our dedication. I mean, the passion.
Yeah.
I think we probably, as a company, beside Disney, own the most amount of ears. I would say, and I think it's just that passion for Disney and the trust relationship that we had over so many years. I think we're in a very good place to pass on that passion and really help people organize their trip and make the absolute most of it. Because it's so important to make the most of it. There are so many things to be done and to be seen. Coming to you guys is the best place to organize that. Oh yeah, obviously.
Amazing! I can't wait. I'm sure we're all going to love it. We'll all be rushing out there straight away to go and see this. Well, Kiera's already booked.
I got my booking in on Saturday. I did my booking. I'm going in July.
When are you going?
Well, I'm going in July, but it's like a backup trip in case I don't get there in like Christmas time. So at this point, I need to become an annual pass holder. I really do.
Yeah.
You've got to.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Oh, I did also hear you mention about previews. They have announced that they are doing annual pass holder previews before opening date. So, yeah, if you have an annual pass, make sure you're ready.
Brilliant. Oh, Emilie, that was so insightful for us all. Thank you so much for joining us. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on. It's always a pleasure to see you. But thank you for all that information. And Kiera, thank you to you. What would we do without you? And just before we go, we do have a question from our lovely listener, Claire. She sent in a question that you ladies would be able to answer. She is going with her 2 children. They're aged 8 and 4. And what she's asking is, how many days does she really need to be in these parks?
Okay, so I'll tell you what I tell everyone. And I'm assuming that they're going after, you know, the whole big opening. They're going some point next year in the summer. I always say, for my people that are only going for 1 day, I say you're not going to do everything. You're going to be able to do a couple of things, and that's it. Maybe only in one park. 2 days, you might go into both parks, but again, you won't get everything done. You won't see all the shows. You won't see all the fireworks, everything like that. Yep. 3 days gives you enough time to do most things. Eat in some different restaurants, try some snacks, see most of the shows. But 4 days is really like our sweet spot. And that's where you get 2 full days in each park. You get to see both nighttime shows, parades, restaurants that you want to do. And then 5 days is where you've got enough time to do everything and go back for more. So you can go and do your extra rides, re-rides on your favourite rides and everything like that. If you want to watch another show one more time, you can do that. So yeah, I always recommend, our most popular is 3 nights, 4 days. And then I reckon once we've got Adventure World and Frozen open, then I would say it's going to go up to 4 nights, 5 days. That's what I would do personally.
Yeah, that's great, and that's much more. It's going to bring so much more Frozen, isn't it, to it? So you are going to need that little bit longer. Sorry, Sarah, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, it's the same with any of the Disney theme parks, anything like that. You go at your child's pace.
Exactly.
If they want to take a little bit longer, or they need a nap in the middle of the day, or they've just had enough for the day and don't want to do any more, there's no point pushing them to do more. Go and have a little time out and then come back.
And that's the thing as well, if you do limit yourself to 1 or 2 or even 3 days, you know, if something happens or, you know, like I said, weather permitting, the fireworks, stuff like that, then you're going to miss out and you're going to want to wish that you had that more time there. So it's always better to go for more, and then you can go back to the hotels, go in the pool, stuff like that. Yeah.
But equally,
going to the centre of Paris. Yeah.
Equally, Claire, if you have only got 1 day or 2 days and that's all you can do, you are still going to have a lovely
You're still
time.
going to Disney and you're still going to experience the Disney magic. So yeah,
it's still going to be magical. And it's just, we've gone on about this, haven't we, in previous podcasts and today as well. It's all in the planning, right, ladies?
Oh yeah. You go in with
All
a
in the
plan.
planning.
I mean, like I said, I'm not saying that you need to, have a spreadsheet like some of us do, time by time, snack by snack. Yep, Sarah.
Yep.
But as long as you have those rides that you definitely want to do and those shows you definitely want to do, then you'll have the best time.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. Just to remind everybody, if you do want your question answered, just send me and Sarah an email. You can email us at jumpthequeue@attractiontickets.com. I promise we'll get back to the Orlando related questions next time, because I know we've got a lovely listener on Spotify that sent us a message, and we will definitely be answering that. But today we just wanted to bring the magic of the world of Frozen. Who isn't excited for that?
Yeah.
And now we can let it go.
Let it go. Thanks for listening, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having me.